The St Andrew Street Church of Christ will soon host its 24th Community Christmas Lunch. The event has become a Christmas tradition, and not just for those who can't afford to celebrate or have nobody with whom to spend the day. Minister Dave Brown is expecting up to 250 people this year. He's here now to tell us how the lunch came to be. Good evening, Dave.
Hi.
Now, next year will mark a quarter of a century of community lunches. How did it all begin?
All began, there was a radio station that had a reporter wandering the streets asking people about Christmas. And one of our young guys in the youth group, he's old now, but he was asking questions. He listened to the radio program and was touched by the fact that a lot of people were on their own on Christmas Day. And he came to me 2 weeks before Christmas and said, can't we do something about it? So we just advertised and said, a group of us will be celebrating Christmas down at the church. If you're alone and don't want to be, come and join us. And we had 37 people that year, and it's just grown since then. So yeah.
Have you been involved since its inception?
Yep. There's my wife and I have been involved with everyone. There's a lot of volunteers a number of volunteers have clocked up quite a few years there. So yeah.
Now I understand that there's quite a wide variety of people that come. Who are they?
All sorts of people, really. I just had a young guy ring up, and his family were in Auckland, and he didn't have enough money to go to Auckland to spend Christmas with his family, so could he come to us, you know? So that sort of person. We run a drop-in centre. We have a whole lot of unemployed people or sickness beneficiary people in the drop-in centre. They come, and it's quite good because end-of-year shindig sort of thing with them. Pensioners whose family are overseas, they're going to be on their own. They come. All sorts of people, really. Sometimes there's been a marriage breakup and dad's on his own for the first time, and so he'll come, or mum's got the kids, so they'll come, you know. So there's all sorts of families that are stretched financially have sometimes come, or sometimes families out of town visiting people in hospital will come. So there's a whole variety of people and a variety of reasons why they're there. So,
cooking a meal for a couple of hundred people is no mean task. What sort of planning goes into an event like this? It's
sort of evolved over the years. As it's got bigger, so we begin about November putting publicity out. My wife and my daughter do a whole lot of the work, which is quite nice, but and it's really quite funny because you get to feel like you're riding a wave of Christmas generosity. So, you know, there's people that give money, there's volunteers that ring up and offer to help. We have the Little India cooks our vegetables, Marlow Pies cooks our meat. The firefighters, I'm a chaplain to the fire brigade, and so the firefighters come and help dish up. And so it's just a matter of tying all these people together and getting them to do their thing on Christmas Day. It's 2 hours of bedlam, but it's a lot of fun. So
how many volunteers do you have?
We actually have quite a lot of volunteers because we work on the premise that we're not just offering food. We try and make it as least like a soup kitchen thing. So we have hosts at each table. So we have around about, I lose count, but around about 70 odd volunteers sort of. But a lot of the volunteers are there because they're going to be alone, and so they ring up and say, can I come and help? And so yeah, it's great. A number of volunteers come back again. They enjoy it so much, so that they come back again. A number of people, for instance, will help transport too. So yeah.
How long do you think this lunch will keep going into the future?
Oh, I don't know. I retire from ministry at the church at the end of next year, so I'm anticipating that next year we'll do a Christmas dinner. Not sure what happens after that. Yeah.
St Andrew Street Church of Christ Minister Dave Brown, good luck for this year's. Thanks
Thank you
very much for your time.